Hi, Rob Linhart here in the Hazel's Wine Department, and here we go with Sunday specials for September 3rd and 4th.
John was the first one to pull you down. He took one drink and he started to clown. Passed you the Hazel, Jane, and Jack. Penelope got you and passed you right back.
Folks, we've got another rock-solid top-to-bottom lineup for you this week. We're in Spain, we're in Australia, we're in Italy. We're going to start in the north of Spain with a repeat performer backed by popular demand. This is the 2020 Ulacia Txakolina Rosé. Now, Txakolina, as so many of you know, these fun, bright, slightly spritzy wines, and this is no exception. Get this in the glass and immediately you're going to get those big, bright, lifted strawberry, red berry tones, little hints of citrus, lemon, lime coming through. Again, that beautiful little spritzy note. We typically want to pour these from a bit of a height to kind of unlock that spritz a little bit. Just a little bit of tanginess on the finish. That's that citrus element coming through. With this continuing hot weather, it's a no-brainer for your porch or patio. Next up, we're heading to the west coast of Australia. We're in Margaret River for the 2021 Forester Estate Chardonnay. What can I say? This is a ripping good Chardonnay. This has it all. Up front, I got this in the glass and immediately just got whacked in the face with these beautiful, ripe, tropical and citrus fruits. Pineapple, star fruit, preserved lemon. It's going to open up very quickly into some more traditional, I would say, white peach, stone fruits, little hints of nuttiness. There is a fair bit of new oak here, so as the oak starts to assert itself, you'll get a little bit into that vanilla, a little bit into those spicy tones as well. But this is not a super soft, buttery style. We're a fairly cool climate for Australia out there, so the acidity is there. This classic coastal Margaret River salinity, almost salty finish, that sea air shows an influence here. So what we get is a big, bold, but not overly buttery, crisp, bright, complete Chardonnay, an absolute winner. We're moving now into Italy. We're talking about an absolute classic producer in a somewhat lesser known area. We're going to Umbria in central Italy. These are the wines of Lorenzo Mattoni, and we've got two to talk about. I'm going to start with the 2020 Dinamico Rosso. Now, this is a red blend, Sagrantino, the main grape here. We'll get into that in a moment with the other bottle, but here we're talking about a blend, Sagrantino, with some Cabernet and Merlot blended in as well. The Sagrantino brings this firm structure to the wine, some nice red fruits, good depth. This is going to be well rounded out by the Cabernet and the Merlot. Those fruits are going to bring some slightly darker tones, so we'll start to lean a little bit away from the red cherry, the red berry, into a darker blackberry, black cherry sort of place. But we're also going to get some tobacco. Think tobacco leaf, hints of tomato leaf. Little bits of spice are going to show through. That leafiness that we get from the Cab and the Merlot will carry through on the finish. It gives a nice fresh lift to this wine. It will be a bit slow to open. Mattoni does tend to structure their wines for a bit of a longer haul. So give this some time in the glass, and when it opens up, it will really open up. Heading on now to the top bottling from Lorenzo Mattoni. So excited to have this wine in here. This is a crazy good deal on a crazy good wine. We are talking the 2016 Mattoni Montefalco Sagrantino. Now in Umbria, Sagrantino is really the preeminent grape, and we really don't find it anywhere else, which might be a bit of a shame. But when we get into the little sub area of Montefalco, this wine can reach towering heights. And this is no exception. There are a few instructions to begin with, however, with this wine. Number one, this is a wine that typically requires a lot of age. So here, what you need to do, get it in the decanter if you're going to drink it now. I know it's 2016. At 7 years old, you think it'd be ready to go, but not quite. Decant it, maybe at lunchtime if you're going to have it for dinner. It's going to need that kind of time. Or cellar it. But if you can be patient with it, here's what you're getting. Up front, very restrained on the nose, not a lot of fruit. You'll get little hints of red cherry, red berry fruits, a lot of secondary notes coming through here. So think tobacco, earth, spice, nice little dose of black pepper kind of running through this wine. But it's mostly about structure at this point. Acid, tannins will come at you, so you've got to wait it out. But when it gets there, folks, oh my gosh, it really gets there. I left this bottle open overnight, if you can believe that, and when I came back to it after it had been open for that amount of time, the fruit just came storming out of this thing. Incredibly lifted red fruits, crunchy red cherry, red berry, almost a tropical note, pomegranate or blood orange. So expressive. It hadn't lost any of the detail. Everything we've already talked about still there. Maybe even opening up a little more into some tar and leather elements. The tannins integrating, everything coming together in this wine. It's absolutely stunning. A magnificent effort from a great vintage from a top producer. For those of you who are into these big age-worthy reds, this is an unbelievable deal on a no-brainer red.
John was the first one to pull you down. He took one drink and he started to clown. Passed you the Hazel, Jane, and Jack. Penelope got you and passed you right back.